So good afternoon. Like I said, my name is Andrea Rosser. I am honored and excited to be on here. Just a little bit of backstory on why you may want to listen to me. You don't have to, but you may want to. I have about 15 years experience in this industry, and I have been with Partner Co. since the beginning, since it was born. And we have been able to help a lot of people have a lot of success. And so we're excited that you're here today so that we can help you have that success as well. So that's our goal today. We're here to teach you our system of growth, help you get started, and help you achieve gold and ultimate. Now, what is gold and ultimate? Maybe that's a term that you haven't heard before. Maybe you're not quite sure what I'm talking about there. Gold and ultimate is the pinnacle of our comp plan, and our goal is to get you there as quickly as possible. At the very latest, we want to do it in your first 4 Fridays. How do we do that? Well, the most simplified way that you're going to hear is to move 30 boxes through your organization in those first 4 Fridays, and you will be golden ultimate. It's 1500 PV is another way that you might hear that. And you can do that through your own personal volume or through your customer volume. And so we're going to show you our system to get you there as quickly as possible, because that's going to be our number one goal. We're here to make sure that you have success. That's the fun part. That's the thing that drives a lot of us, that I get to partner with you. Many of you get to partner with people and go win together. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And this is me. This is our getting started training. Excited to do that with you. One of the first things that we want to do is be consistent in this business. A lot of times you'll hear that we post twice a day, post twice a day, post twice a day, right? How many of you are busy? How many of you have a life, right? Outside of Partner Co, we all do, I hope, right? We all have other things on our plate. We have other things that we're doing. And you know it's really easy to do? Forget to post, but it is a big part of what we do. So one thing that we can do on Facebook to make it a lot easier for us is to schedule our posts. And the way that we're able to do that is by turning on professional mode on our Facebook. So how do you do that? You're going to go to your profile. You're going to click on those 3 little dots under your name. So when you click on your name, underneath it, where you have whatever language you have written about yourself, there's going to be those 3 little dots. If you click on that, it's going to open up another menu. And in there, you're going to see, hopefully, turn on professional mode. You're going to click on that. And Facebook is then going to prompt you about some things that you may need to do to clean up your profile, what they would recommend that you do in order to make it more professional. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It might ask you to, tell a little bit more about yourself or share a new picture, different things like that. So just follow that little tutorial, maybe not when you're on here, but a little bit later today, and go turn on professional mode. When you do that, in about 24 hours, you will have the ability to schedule your posts, which, man, does that make life easier when you're busy. You can set it up, have it going, and then you just do the kind of the fun part and interact with people afterwards. Okay, so that's going to be kind of the backbone right there. Now, this next screen, what I would recommend is one of 2 things. Take a screenshot, because your phone will turn these back into links, so you don't have to write it all down. Or you can message us and ask us to send you the link to the page that will have all of these links for you. Okay, so either way, screenshot's going to be a little bit faster. Nobody has to get back to you. But these are, I would say, this is our toolbox and all the different tools that we need in our tool belt to grow and succeed and to win with Partner Co, because that's our goal for all of you. So first of all, we're 6 minutes in. I've already mentioned this program 87,000 times. So that might give you an idea of the weight, the importance. This is boards. Now, let me add here that this is going to invite you to my board. My board is super generic. So it doesn't matter what team you're on, you can absolutely plug in and it's going to work for you. But many of you are on teams with other people who have custom team boards. Great. Use that, because there might be more specific stuff for your team. Mine's kind of Partner Co in general, but if you're part of a group that has their own board, Don't worry, we all play nice with each other. Use whatever board that you were provided with, but if you don't have one, jump on here and grab this one, okay? Next is Telegram. Telegram, this version, or what this is right here, is a one-way communication channel where we tell you what's going on. So we posted about this training right here. We're going to post about our training. We've got a really powerful training tonight with Coach Brent Palmer for our Wednesday Wisdom. And in just a minute, I'm going to post about that and we'll give you that information. When we've got sales, there's a hint. There's some big sales coming up. We might be hearing about it on Monday. We're going to post about it on Telegram, right? So all of that good information is going to be included on Telegram. And this is a one-way channel. So join that channel. Keep notifications on so that we can connect with you and let you know what's going on in the Partner Co world. Okay. Next is Circle of Health, and this is a Facebook group. And if you are using the drops and if you have droppers, you want to be in Circle of Health and you want to be adding your customers to Circle of Health as much as possible. This is our customer group. It brings people into our community so that they can win with our product. It is ran by Dr. Crystal Vance. So there is and Ashley Paulson. She's got a variety of other moderators and admins in there as well that have wisdom about these drops. So I can go search in there. I can learn more about this product. I'm a lurker. I don't typically comment. I just hunt and search because I get my questions answered that way. And you can do that as well. And you want to be putting your customers in there. Let me add about Circle of Health. If the question is negative, right? If you pose your question in a negative way, it's probably never going to show. Okay. If your question's about the business, it's not going to show in Circle of Health because that's not what this group is for. It's a group for positivity and to learn more about the drops. And it's filled with your prospects. It's filled with my prospects. So we want to make sure that everything in there is uplifting and positive. So that's Circle of Health. That is a product customer group. Now, the next group is Partner Co Nation. And this is our business group. So questions that you have of maybe you're not sure on how to set up your subscription and you're going to ask in a positive way how to set up your subscription. Or you've got a new brand partner to enroll and you want to welcome them and you want to celebrate. Okay, we're going to do that in Partner Co Nation. This is really a group, I say it's a group where we love on you as much as possible. So we want to make sure you're there because when you hit Golden Ultimate, we're going to cheer you on. When you reach team lead and senior team lead and supervisor and beyond, well, we're going to celebrate each of those rank advancements. As you're participating in our More in 24 challenge, we're going to celebrate you in there, but we can't do it if you're not there. So make sure that you are in Partner Co Nation and you're adding your new brand partners. And with that, let's remember that this is a big community. There's about 20,000 people in there, and we want to make sure that it is a positive community. So if you're gonna, you've got a complaint or you've got a negative thing, whatever is going on, reach out to your upline. Let us address it. Let us help you. But we're not going to post that in a public forum, okay? Because your prospects, your teammates, your people are in there. So we want to be super respectful of that, okay? Now, next is Partner Co Share app. Tim, we already talked about this just a moment ago. The Share app is a great resource for us. One, there's a ton of training in there. How to make a smart link, how to set up some of these things that we just talked about. It's all in there. You can learn about all of our different products in the Partner Co Share app and lots of fun. You can create these really cute Zoom backgrounds. You can grab that in there as well. So you can get all of that in the Share app. That will help you and just help you move your business to the next level, right? So it's a great resource for you. Now, those are all things that we're either going to want to join or have installed on our phones so we're ready to open for business, okay? Now, the next line are some things we might want to plug into. Everything's voluntary, but we want to invite you. We would love to connect with you, and we would love for you to plug into these different resources. So the first one is the Coach's Corner. I have the privilege of running that with Coach Brent Palmer, and we go on there. We've done it for about 4 years now, and we do 15 minutes of positivity to kick off the day. So we take a word of the day. Today's word was serve, and we go through and we just do a little lesson, right? Just a little bit of personal development so that we start our day with the right mindset. And we would love to do that with you. So we're going to sing you happy birthday when you're on there. It's a really fun community. We would love to see you on there. Join us. Okay. 15 minutes of fun to start your day. Next is the IPA Zoom. And if you only have 30 minutes to, well, I'm going to say if you only have 30 minutes to commit to your business today, do your post and respond to your customers. Okay. Do that first. But if you have another 30, tune into the IPA. I'm not a gamer, but the way that I describe this is it's the cheat code for our business. So if you've ever played video games or if you got teenagers like I do that have, and sometimes they'll ask mom to buy a cheat code or they're trying to find a cheat code, different things like that, so they can take their game to the next level. Well, that is what the IPA Zoom does, what they do. And there's a variety of moderators. We've got Coach Brent Palmer on there, Coach Todd Rowland. We have Michelle McKay, Summer Simons. I'm going to miss people. Ken Bailey, John and Christy Oki. There's people from all around the Sherry Key, all around the nation that are winning, that are growing, that know how to build this business. They moderate that Zoom. And what they do is they have people that are winning go on and share their wins and how they did it. So this isn't a bragging Zoom. This is a detailed, tell me what you did and how I can copy it Zoom. So if I sold a box of drops today, I'm going to tell you how. If I enrolled a new brand partner today, I'm going to tell you how. So you can go copy it and do it tomorrow. Okay. So that's what the IPA Zoom is for. Starts at 9:15, runs about 45 minutes now, but tune in for whatever you can. They also do little trainings in there. Today, Kristen White talked about Vinali. So learning about our products, they do that every single Wednesday. On Monday, Coach Palmer will be talking about our 90 days to CEO game plan. So how you can maximize your first 90 days in the business and beyond to hit a pinnacle in the business. So it's going to talk about that. So it's a really, really powerful Zoom. Now, Wednesday Wisdom is another fun one that I would love to invite you to. And this is where we go into a little bit more depth. So we find people around Partner Co Nation that are doing the do, right? They're doing what we want to do, and we listen to them tell us how they're doing it so we can copy them. So for example, tonight we've got a gal named Brenda Carlton. She has a lot of experience in the industry. She's enrolled a lot of brand partners. So she's going to come on. Coach is going to interview her. She's going to tell us how she's been able to maximize her customer conversions in the business in order to grow here with Partner Co. We have a couple other guests as well, but that's just an example of what we'll be doing tonight. So this is your toolbox or your tool belt. Get all these tools in your tool belt so that you can go grow with us. So those are our resources. Now, the next thing we're going to do is your social launch. And this is how we announce to the world that we have a product, we have something that they want. This is what we do to allow people to find out about us, right? It's a very passive way that we can go share to attract people to us so they reach out to us and ask, what in the world are we doing? So how do we launch our business? I would recommend that your first post is a personal one. And if you go on boards, you'll find an example, but take a little selfie, a picture that you're comfortable sharing, and then go let the world know that you're starting something new. And there is verbiage on boards that you can use as an example for what, some possibilities of what you can say. Mine said something along the lines of, all right, guys, I've decided that I am kicking middle age to the curb. This is the year for me to get healthier than I've ever been before. And if you want to join me on my journey, if you want to support me on my journey, if you want to hold me accountable on my journey, give me a little love in the comments because I need some support on that. And that's it, right? I am creating curiosity. There's better verbiage on boards, but just that was just an idea. But it's creating curiosity and it's welcoming people into our journey. And it's stopping. You may get, if you just start posting from boards, you're going to sell boxes. It's going to be great. But you might get a few messages of, have you been hacked? Because this doesn't look like how you normally post. So this is bringing people in and letting them expect that you're going to be doing something a little different. Okay. It's personal. People on Facebook want to see your face, maybe not mine. So it brings it in on a more personal level. It's going to allow you to maximize your success. Then after that, we're going to use the boards posts. We're going to schedule them twice a day. Facebook says the majority of eyeballs are on at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. What I'm going to add to that is you want to make sure that you can do your social media sandwich, your engagement sandwich around that time. So if you're at work at 9 and 3 and you can't be on social media, don't schedule your post then. Schedule it for 2 times that you can. So I have a lot of people that will do a 7 a.m. and a 7 p.m. Perfect. Because that's when they sit down and they scroll. That's when they can go do their thing. Doesn't matter. I have some that do 5 p.m. and 8 p.m., right? They're both in the afternoon. That's okay. Our goal is just to do it twice a day. Now, what are we going to do around it? 15 minutes before you do your post, I want you to go love on people. What does it look like? Happy birthday, happy anniversary, cute kid, cute cat, great breakfast, right? You're just going to go love on people outside of PartnerCo for 15 minutes before you make your post. Why? That's going to boost your engagement. It's going to let Facebook know that you're playing along, you're playing the game, right? And it's going to attract more people to you, and it builds connections. This entire business is around connections. So that's going to help build the connection. Then you're going to make your post. Okay. And what I would recommend is that you copy your post into a boosting group. Now, you say, what's a boosting group? Well, that doesn't mean pay Facebook. You're going to see when you're in professional mode, they're going to say boost. No, 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 no. Don't waste your money. Go share it in a boosting group. And we have a variety. So your team might have one specifically for your team. So ask your upline. If they don't, we have one on boards for everybody, right? So you can join that. There's thousands of people in there. And what you do is you copy your post in there, and we're all going to go love on it. Realize that this is voluntary and we get what we give. So before I post mine, I'm going to go love on 10 people before it. I'm going to post mine. And so then more people will go love on mine, right? We just go and encourage as many people as possible. And then people will be willing to encourage me, right? I'm not just going to ask without giving. Okay. Now that's optional, but it will help push your post out to more people. And then as people are commenting on your posts, whether they're in PartnerCo Nation or not, you're going to treat them all the same. We're going to pretend like they're all prospects. So I'm going to love their comment. Okay, I'm going to put a heart on it. I'm not just going to like it. I'm going to put a heart on it. And I'm going to reply to every single comment. So what that looks like, let's say, Christy, you comment on mine and I'm like, and you say, I want these drops. No, you're in the business, right? But I'm going to put a heart on your comment and I'm going to say, oh, I've got you, girl. I'll send you a message, right? I'm going to play along with her, because what does that do? It provides social proof for my people that are lurking, my possible customers, all of that, that they see that there's people interested in these drops. So I'm going to do that for as many people as possible. You go love on as many people as you can. We know this isn't your full-time job, so just take maybe 5 minutes, maybe even less, to just go do that. That's going to help your post move more. But you want to make sure that you're commenting on every comment that's on yours, because again, Facebook's going to say, man, Amanda's playing the game. She's really engaging with her followers. We better push her stuff out to more people, which is going to allow you to have more people see your posts. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Now, as people respond to us, we're going to use our scripts. They are all crafted with intention. Oh, I'm going to go back one step. As you're posting your posts, follow along as they go in order. They are built and crafted very intentionally. So they grow on each other, and they're designed to move people down a pathway. So try not to skip and choose, follow along. We've got 6 full weeks worth of content in there. When you're done with the 6 weeks, guess what you do? You repeat it, right? You don't even have to change anything, because who remembers what you posted a month and a half ago on Facebook? I don't remember what you wore to church last week. I'm not going to remember what you posted on social media. Then as people respond in your messenger, in your private messenger, you're going to use the scripts. What one do you use? Message 1, message 2, message 3. They're all laid out for you. Go get comfortable with them. Go read through them. What you're going to probably change in there is the price. We have it set at the bare minimum. You never want to sell these drops for under $150 for a month's supply, but you can move up from there. So most people are going to sell them for about 160 or more. Okay. So just keep that in mind. You'll probably change the cost in the script, but other than that, you're going to leave everything else the same and just send it out to your customers. Then once somebody gets started, we're going to add them to Circle of Health. It has a ton of social proof. I want to say there's 50,000 people in that group. So it's a very, very powerful group. There's a ton of proof in there that these drops are working. So it's powerful to have a big group with a lot of people using these products. And there's a lot of questions that have already been asked. So we're going to add them in there, and then we're going to tag them in the Let's Get Started video that Dr. Vance does, so they know how to use the group, so they know how to use the product, and they're welcomed into our community. And then we're going to follow up with our customers every week with a little bit of love. And just know I'm a little mushy, little gushy. So you're going to hear a lot of love on here because that's my language. You can put it into whatever language you want, but this is going to help us have success. So what I'm going to talk now is our customer flow. So what do I do with my customers as they're getting started with the drops to maximize my success? Because a lot of times people are super excited to sell those drops. I'm excited. I dance in my kitchen every time I sell a box of drops, but that's not my end goal. I want to sell that box, but I want a brand partner. And then I want to bless that brand partner's life so that they grow an empire. And so how do I do that? I follow this flow. I love on my customers every single week so that they become a part of us. So immediately upon delivery, whether you ship it to them or you hand it to them, when they get that box of drops in their hands, I'm going to send them the Getting Started script, and I'm going to invite them to Circle of Health so that they are connected with us and with the bigger group. Okay, so that's upon delivery. If you're shipping them, you might have to set a reminder to make sure that you ask them if they got their drops in about 4 days. Okay, or however long, depending on where you are. I know from Alabama to California, it takes me 4 days for them to get them. Okay, you'll see with your people how long it's going to take. But I set that first reminder in my phone. Then 1 week from then, and you want to know how I do it? I tell Siri to remind me in 1 week at 9:15 in the morning that it's week 1 for Rachel, right? And I'm going to follow up with her in 1 week. Okay. So week 1, I'm going to set them up for success. So I'm going to ask them what's going on. And you'll see the script on boards. It's very generic of, hey, just checking in on you. How are the drops treating you? Why is that one so generic? I want them to ask me questions, right? I want to be able to set them up for success where they say, you know what? I took them for a couple days, but I got a little bit of a headache. And so I took a break, and I'm going to say, that's detox, lady. You got to drink some more water and push through, because that's cleaning out stuff in your body, and we want to get you to the other side. If they say, you know what? I keep forgetting to take them. I'm going to say, oh, I have the same thing. So if you're ever around me, you're going to hear my alarm go off 3 times a day. And that's my reminder. And regardless of food, I'm going to take my drops when my alarm goes off, because I know the most important thing is to get it under my tongue, and they only work outside the bottle. And so I'm going to be able to answer any questions that they have. Now, what if you don't know the answer? You're like, that's what Circle of Health is for. So I go search in Circle of Health, and then I tag them in the response. So I'm like, hey, here's your answer. Here's what's going on. Now, if it's something super personal, I might not tag them. I might take a screenshot and send it to them, right? But I'll still find the answer, and I'll let them know I found this in Circle of Health, because I want to reinforce that that group is really powerful for all of us. And I want to make sure they're using that tool. Okay. Now, week 2, when you look at boards, the script is very, very different. It is going to be very positive and upbeat. And it's going to say, okay, tell me the good news. How are you benefiting from these drops? Because I want them to come back with a win. And they say, oh, I've got a little bit more energy. I'm sleeping better. And I've lost 2 pounds. Then I'm going to celebrate. And I'm going to send them the celebrate script that says celebrate and reorder. Okay. And it's something it's all scripted better on there. I'm doing my best from memory, but a woohoo, congratulations. Doesn't it feel good to be doing something good for yourself? We know consistency is key. You're going to want another box of drops before too long. Let me know if you're a 1, 2, or 3. 1 is you want to reorder from me. 2, you want to save some money. 3, you want to save and earn. Perfect, right? If you're a 2 or 3, what's better for me to fill you in? Morning, noon, or night, right? Morning, afternoon, or evening. They're going to respond. You'll set it up. Okay. And we'll talk about what we're going to do in that call in just a second when they say they want to earn or they want to save and earn. Okay. But we're going to celebrate them on week 2. Now, let's say we get to week 3 and they didn't respond at week 2, or there was nothing to celebrate and you just didn't feel comfortable moving in that direction. Well, then we're going to send them the week 3 text, which is, you're almost out of drops. Are you ready for another box? They say yes. We send them the 1, 2, 3 reorder script. If they say 2 or 3, we're going to set up a 3-way call or a 3-way Zoom. And so I'm going to bring in my 2x2 person. What does that mean? That's the person I'm running with. That might be the person that enrolled me. It might be a person, 3 levels up in the organization that knows what they're doing and knows how to share with a customer. Okay. And help me convert this person into a brand partner. But I'm going to share with them. If we do it on a Zoom, it's going to be super simple. I'm going to invite them on. We'll jump on the Zoom and I'm going to open up the PowerPoint presentation, which is the slide deck under customer conversion tools on boards. And it's going to walk them through. It's going to show them some symptoms of hormone imbalance. It's going to tell them the company name. It's going to tell them, kind of how the drops are made and, our process to be one of our products. It's going to show them some before and afters. And then it's going to say, okay, you can be a customer and continue to get them from me. But if you wanted to save money, you're going to pay the $29.95. And if it's for personal consumption, you're probably going to get a 4-pack. It's going to drop the cost to about $110 per box. You'll have a 4-month supply and you're going to save money. Or you could share 3 of those boxes and yours would be free, right? We can walk them through that. Or if you're looking to generate some income, we've got a 30-pack that you'll make about $2,500 on, or we have a 10-pack that you'll make about $720. Doesn't make a difference to me. Whatever level works for you, we'd love to partner with you. Okay, so that's going to be the conversion call that we're going to have with people on week 2 and week 3 with your customers. And we're going to do that with a buddy. Okay, we're going to bring somebody else into that conversation because it makes our life easier and it allows them to have that third-party validation. Now, what if we get to week 4 and they didn't buy anymore? They didn't convert. We didn't connect with them. That's okay. We're just going to leave them with love. There's no script for this because they're all a little bit different, but it's just going to be something along the lines of, hey, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you loved them. If you ever want more, just let me know, right? Thanks for trusting me. And that's it. So that's our customer flow. I'm going to go ahead and stop my share and I'm going to stop the recording. And now we're going to open